I'll tell you one thing. This Patriots game might be the most interesting game in the world. Let's talk about it. So Anthony, not a full participant in practice. He's going to play this weekend. Joe Burrow, full participant in practice. He's also going to play this weekend. Jermaine Burton, full participant in practice. Because no Jamar Chase, he should be a non-healthy scratch, meaning he should play this weekend. We'll have to wait and see. Joe Flacco, right shoulder injury, obviously limited, but he's now the backup, so I'm not expecting, him to have a crazy workload when it comes to his going out there and processing because he's now the backup quarterback. So we'll see how that all goes down. Mike Gesicki, full participant in practice. He is going to play this weekend. And also, low side note, Mike Gesicki could do something that only 11 other Cincinnati Bengals players have done. And that is score a touchdown against their former team. Yep. Only 11 players in Cincinnati Bengals history have ever done that. So, that's cool. Very awesome. Hopefully, he's able to celebrate nice and get a nice football thrown by Joe Burrow, who, at this point, come on now, he's playing this weekend. There's no ifs and buts about that. T. Higgins said it himself. He said, T. Higgins said Joe Burrow flashed him a look when asked if he's playing this weekend. I don't know what that look is meant to be, but I assume it's good. Yup. 100% it's good. Hey, he's getting paid crazy money. He's going to play this weekend. So, it is what it is. It's funny, too, because I've made countless videos on this channel, right? And I kept saying, oh, yeah, he's going to come back week 14, which is the Thanksgiving week. And a lot of people told me week 13, which is the Thanksgiving week. Actually, no, I kept saying the Bills week, which is week 14. And everyone told me, you're crazy, it's not going to happen, there's no way it's going to happen, right? He at least is 3 months, he's not coming back until at least like week 15 on, right? And I kept hearing people tell me that. And I kept saying week 14, because based on what I was hearing from my sources, they told me week 14, Bills week. Joe Burrow 100% will be back week 14, Bills week. Came back 2 weeks earlier than that. So, yeah. Fun times, man. Fun times. I kept hearing week 14, and Joe just said, how about week 12? Troy Hendrickson did not practice. Again, I don't think he's going to play the rest of this year. My assumption is he'll probably be out for the rest of this year. Then we got B.J. Hill. Had a rest day today. Cedric Johnson, ankle injury, full participant in practice. Joseph Asai, full participant in practice. Samaje Perine, so nursing that high ankle sprain. He is out. Jalen Rivers, limited today after missing yesterday's practice with a knee/ankle injury. No update on Cam Sample. He was out with an oblique injury, and Cam Taylor-Britt needs surgery. So, I don't know why Cam Taylor-Britt's not on IR yet, but I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. For their side, we don't really have any updates on their side. They didn't really provide us any updates, sadly. So, we're kind of waiting on that one. Now, one thing I do want to bring up outside of Bengals stuff here is, and I guess former Bengals, Joe Mixon, right? So, Joe Mixon is set to miss the season for the Houston Texans. He hasn't played at all this year. He's been hurt the whole entire season. So, Ian Rappaport tweets out and says, sources say, Texans running back expected to miss this season as he deals with a foot injury, right? Mixon likely missed on the physical, remains on the physically unable to perform list throughout the season. Meanwhile, Houston moves forward with Nick Chubb and then the other running backs, right? Well, apparently Mixon got really ticked about this. He says, now I get everyone looking for a splash and using clickbait, but I'm just curious, Ian, how do you know more about me than me? Peter Schrager, come get your guy. Come get your mans. I don't know why I put come in there. Pause on that. Get yo mans, bro. which I always find interesting because this is not the first time I've seen this type of concept where Ian Rappaport will tweet out something about a player, say something about a player because the sources are saying this. And then the player actually gets upset and says, bro, that's not even true. Like, there's no way. How do you know that? Or, like, if you do know that, that's not actually accurate. That's not actually happening. So, I thought it was kind of interesting. Ian Rappaport knows more about Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon knows about Joe Mixon. What probably happened was Joe Mixon probably said something to someone, and that got leaked to Ian Rappaport. Or what most likely happened is there was doubt inside the organization, right? There's doubt among the team, and the coaches talking to each other are like, yeah, I don't think he's coming back. He's probably not coming back. That gets relayed to Ian, and Ian tweets it out. So that's usually how Ian gets his stuff. Usually it's like murmur back and forth, and then it gets relayed to Ian. Obviously, yeah, Joe Mixon situation is what it is. But again, I just wanted to post this because I thought it was kind of funny, and I'm not going to make a separate video about this. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.